Hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing great. I am doing great. So these are the etched butterflies, okay? They're the big ones. There's 2 of them on a sheet, okay? This is a D size transfer right here. And that means it's 18 by 18. This is a big one, okay? Now, I have some cutouts, y'all, and these are so exciting. Look, these are 2 pieces. Sorry, it's backwards. And they go together to make a standing butterfly. Isn't that great? So let me see if I can get my life together here. I was having major trouble again tonight, but I'm hoping that y'all can see me. Hi, Shirley. I see that you're here. Let me see if I can find my video too. I don't know. All right, so I want to try something. Y'all have not tried this yet, okay? So I don't know how well this is going to work. Okay, hi Lisa, hi Karen, but I want to give it a try. So I have my little makeup sponges, okay, and what I want to do is I'm going to just spray a little bit of water on this one, and I'm going to start with, this is Couture Coral, okay, I added a little bit of water to this one, and I'm just going to take my sponge, and I didn't pre-paint these, hopefully that's not going to be a mistake, okay. And I'm just tapping paint around, okay? I'm not really doing any rhyme or reason. And I'm gonna do that for all of them, okay? So I'm just doing a little bit, as you can see, on each of them, okay? So I've got multiple colors that I wanna do this with. So I wanna kind of smooth it out. This Couture Coral paste that I had was super dry, so I decided it would be my paint paste. Hi Lori, hi Patty, hey Vera, welcome. Hi Sue, hi Laura. How are you ladies? All right, so this is my paint paste. It is dried up, but that doesn't mean, it's not completely dry, but it's a little too dry to spread. And I really don't want to take the time to add water to it and mix it up and all that good stuff. So I decided that it would just be my my paint jar, okay? So I just know that every time I use it, I have to add water to it. And because I'm using it to paint with, it's really not a huge deal, okay? I've missed you guys too so much. You have no idea how much. It's been horrible not going live, and just feeling like I didn't have anything together. All of my things are currently in storage, so I'm like making do. As you can see, I'm using this folding table that my parents have probably had longer than I've been alive. I am in my rent house right now, currently. Me and Chris are settled here for now. And we're supposed to close early May on our new house. Now, we are trying to close a little earlier if we can. Hi Barb, sorry, I misread your name. I don't have my regular monitor. I'm just using my laptop and my eyes are not that great. So, I don't know. I thought it said Brooke there for a second. Anywho, so yeah, I'm losing my mind obviously. You know, I'm tempted to cover this whole thing with this pink and see how that goes. So now I'm just spotting this on, it's not good coverage at all, okay? It's very bad coverage indeed, but I think I am gonna go back and cover the rest of these just lightly. It's not full coverage, okay? So, and that's the point I have several colors out here that I wanna use. And the great thing about these is that the green parts on here are where the color's supposed to pop through. And where the silk screen is where the black is on the butterfly. So that means that you can just kind of sponge paint or however you want to paint. You do a watercolor underneath. And then whenever you go over it with the black, it's going to make it really, really nice and defined. And it'll look like you spent a lot of time and like you purposely curated all the colors, but it's really just like a hot mess technique. but with a makeup sponge. So that's what I'm going for here. Hopefully it works out for me. You can comment the word butterfly to get all the stuff to make this. Yay, Shirley. I'm so happy to hear that. That's great news. So I did get my laser set up. As you can see, I've been cutting. I also have cutouts for the new stuff that just came out, so that's exciting. And we have another launch this week, y'all. What's today? Today's the 18th. In 2 days, we have another launch. Hi, Laura. How are you? Welcome, love. Okay, so I'm just lightly covering this entire thing. We're going to actually do some more painting on here. I do find that for this kind of thing, it's, especially if my paste is so dry, it makes it a little easier if I add a little water right to my sponge. Obviously, I had some in my color tray as well, but it's making it easier for me to spread with water on my sponge too, okay? Now, I'm just doing a very rough paint job. Now, you can really tell on this one, but you won't be able to tell in a few minutes, okay? So there's that. See how spotty it is? No big deal. It doesn't matter, okay? This one too. So this is all Couture Coral. I know the lighting in here is horrible. I know it. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Hey, Mom. How are you? All right, so I'm going to dry these real quick with my dryer. And then we're going to work on adding more color, okay? And again, this is totally however you want to do it. Now, I have, of course, some Duchess right here, and I don't know how well this is going to paint, but we're going to try it, okay? So I'm just going to do this, and it paints great, by the way. I'm adding just random, excuse me, gosh, my throat is like clogged up tonight. I'm randomly tapping this color around. Now, remember that the black is going to help you conceal any issues, okay? So once you go over this with the thing, so you don't want to cover the whole thing. I'm not covering the whole thing, okay? I'm just kind of randomly splotching it. Because I want to add a little bit of all of these colors that I picked out tonight. Okay, so I am going to go back and kind of smooth that out a little bit so it's not so thick. But you can do whatever colors you want, okay? And you don't even have to use black for the outline. That's the great part, is you can really do anything that you want here. Hi, Marie. How are you? Hey, Janelle. Welcome, ladies. I know. It's great to be back. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. It's been a long couple of weeks, y'all. Moving is highly not recommended. Moving across state lines is, it's a hard thing to do, okay? A lot of coordination involved. I'm just so thankful that I did not try and coordinate 2 closings on the same day, trying to move out of one house and into the next, because that would have been horrible, okay? Absolutely horrible. It was already very stressful just closing on one at a time. So I'm glad I didn't have to try and arrange multiple closings. Now, so that is with Duchess, okay? I know, it's so bright, but not bright in here, all at the same time. So I'm just gonna dry this a little bit, and then we're gonna come in. I've got raspberry sorbet sitting out, and I also have, of course, I have violet, the shimmer violet. And again, I don't know how well that one's gonna paint, but I have a feeling, because it's kind of thick like this Duchess is, I have a feeling it's gonna paint really well. So we're gonna give that a try. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but I did not wet my sponge whenever I used the Duchess, because it's a shimmer. I didn't want to water it down at all. Okay, so that one and the shimmer violet, I did not water down. So Chris has actually not started his new job. He starts on Monday. And he's going to love it. He's worked for this company before. He used to work for them before we moved to Tennessee. And no, my buyers have not called me at all, which is great. Thank God. Funny things have happened though. So they did their final walkthrough a couple days before closing. And Dozer has a shock collar. I don't know if y'all know this, but he does. He doesn't ever get shocked, because he's a good boy, but he does have a shock collar, and he does wear it because he sometimes likes to be a little turkey whenever he goes outside to go to the bathroom. And so at our old house, he would like go outside and then he would run from you. Like whenever you try to get him to come back in, he would be a little brat. And so got the shock collar, and all I have to do is just beep him. I don't even have to do the vibrate function, and never pretty much have to do a shock, okay? And so anyway, we had our final walkthrough and everything in the house was perfect. The movers had already come, so everything that was leaving was gone. But I had left his shock collar, he was wearing it. I had left the remote for it on the counter in the kitchen because like I didn't need to take it with us. He was going in the car. He was going to be on a leash once he got to the car, like between the car and the house. I don't know what I'm trying to say. And I didn't need there was no reason I needed it, right? And so I left it at home. And all of a sudden, we ran some errands, and then we came back and we were sitting up the street a little ways from the house, just watching, waiting for them to leave. And his collar beeps. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Chris goes, oh my gosh, Pam, his collar just beeped. And I'm like, take it off. Because I knew that remote was at home. Okay? And so I'm freaking out, like, oh my gosh, hopefully they don't hit the little lightning bolt button. And so then seconds later, I get a message from my realtor asking me with a picture of the remote saying, what is this remote for? The buyers want to know. They can't find what it goes to in the house. And I'm like, please don't shock my dog. And I mean, thank God they didn't actually hit the shock button, but the realtor, I guess maybe she was the one that hit the button, the beep button. She was mortified that she had done that because, you know, she could have easily shocked my dog. So just remember, y'all, if you're in a strange place, in a house that you don't really know the house very well, or there might be a dog, or you pick up a thing that says something about a pet, and there's a shock button on it, don't hit any of the buttons. Just leave it alone. Just maybe take a picture of it and ask if you want to, but don't actually hit the buttons because you could totally shock someone's dog on accident, okay? So that's the lesson. But no, y'all, my buyers were the best buyers ever. I'm telling you what, they were the absolute best. We had no issues. Okay, so I'm just like adding a little bit of this pink. So I'm using, raspberry sorbet. I just used the, what was that? The violet, okay, shimmer violet. And now I'm coming back in with a little bit of raspberry sorbet. And now if you're gonna use a bunch of light colors on this, you might want to paint first, but I think it worked pretty good using that coral as a base and then coming back in. And this one, my raspberry sorbet is not really dry, but it's a little bit dry-ish. So I'm just gonna spray my thing a little bit before I go to tapping it on here. Now, again, this looks like a mess, right? I promise you, I think it's gonna look really good. I think it is. I'm pretty sure it will look fine, okay? And if it doesn't, then the trash can is not very far away, but I don't think this will be a throwaway. I'm pretty sure my little niece, Chris's niece, well, our niece, but Chris's sister's daughter is gonna freak whenever she sees these. And we're supposed to be going over to my friend Josh's this weekend. Me and Chris and Dozer are going to go stay the night over there probably on Friday night. So I'll get to see her and I'll take this to her and give it to her. So anyway, you can comment the word butterfly and get all the supplies, the supply list to get this, including the transfer on sale. Of course, the cutouts are available to you. If you're not in my cutout group, you should go join. It's PV, like Paul Victor, Home Decor and More. And come hang out with us there. I always post my cutouts there. And I do live sales and stuff. So if you comment the word butterfly, you can also sign up for live alerts. Make sure that you're getting them. If you're not, you can send me a message with the word start. Send it right to my business account. And Marie, you'll need to comment the word butterfly in one word, okay? If you don't mind. Or I can send you the link whenever we get done here. Let me see what y'all are talking about. And yeah, my mom is so excited about me being home. My dad too, y'all. He's so funny. So we bought, the property that we bought is 1.5 acres, okay? It's a humongous piece of property. And we were thinking that we were going to use a lawn service, right? Because that's what we've always done. But I have no idea what that's going to cost. And it's probably going to be outrageous, and I don't know. I have no idea whether or not we can afford it, okay? I don't know what it will cost us. But my dad suggested that we might want to just go ahead and buy a lawnmower. And he found one for me that was very cheap. One of the nice zero-turn ones. So I'm just going to use a little bit more of this Shimmer Violet around here. I just don't want any of it to go to waste. So anyway, my dad is too funny, y'all. He drove to Oklahoma, him and my mom did yesterday, to go pick up this lawnmower for me. He is so excited about us being home. And hopefully that also means that he's going to want to have a house near where I'm living. Hi, Joni. How are you? So I'm hoping that I can convince him that because I really would like for them to stay in town or near me, closer to me than they will be if they move to the ranch. So we'll see how that works out. All right, so now this is literally just spotted with all different colors. You could pick any colors that you want. I'm really liking these pinks and purples and blues. Okay, now I'm just gonna make sure that they're really good and dry. I do want to wax this really well before we start, or before we put a transfer down on it, okay? Now, I probably need to try to clean up my mess a little bit here. I'm a messy crafter, as usual. Nothing's changed there. While I dry these, I'm trying to get my mess cleaned up. So Chris went tonight, y'all. He is the sweetest man. He isn't working yet, okay? He starts his job on Monday, but until then, he's home with me during the day, which is so great because he can help me with Dozer. Hi, Stephanie, how are you? Because Dozer needs to go out and stuff and during the day, and I've been so busy on meetings that I can't take him out immediately, and so Chris is able to do that for me, so that's awesome. But anyway, so he went tonight and picked up my order, my chalk order with the new launch stuff. So I have the launch stuff ready to go, and I want to show you guys all that stuff. So I'll probably show you that tomorrow. Okay. I might try to, if I have time over lunch, I might try to do a lunch live and just show you all the new transfers. And there will be another launch in 2 days. Hi, Melissa. The second half of this launch will be in 2 days. So you'll want to get on the bandwagon there, I'm sure. There's some great designs. I'm really excited about it. So I'm just making sure that this is good and dry before I move on. I don't want to be smudging this all over the place or having paste all over me. And I'm still having some wet spots because some of this is a little bit thicker because I patted it on, but it's going to be really shiny and really pretty. Once we do, now I know it looks like a second grader did this. I probably know some second graders that could do a better job of painting than this, but I'm going to give myself some grace. Okay, so I have wax here, okay. I'm going to take some of my wax applicator and I'm going to get a little bit of wax and I'm going to spread that, okay. I don't want to use a ton, but I definitely don't want to peel up my paint, okay, with my transfer. And I want it to stick really, I want my transfer to stick really well. So I'm gonna have to fuzz really well and use a little bit of wax in order to keep from messing up my paint, okay? Because if I peel it up, it's just gonna mess up my whole thing that I have going on here. And let's do this last one. Like that. Okay, so, oh goodness. Okay. Hi Sandra, how are you? Okay, now, here's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I can see through this thing tonight. Last night I was on the struggle bus a little bit. So I just wanna lay this out so that I know what I'm doing here, okay? I'm gonna do this 1/2 at a time, okay? So it fits perfectly on here, but both pieces are not gonna fit at the same time, okay? So we're gonna have to do this in layers. Or double, I guess, but where am I? Okay, here we go. I need a fuzz first, okay, so let's do that. And I'm just gonna, well, maybe peel it off my backer sheet and put it right on the fuzzing cloth, okay? So that will help me not have to try to get it stuck to itself, okay? Keep from getting it stuck to itself is really what I needed to be saying. So I'm gonna have to lift that, but see if we can, I don't know if that's really gonna work for me or not because I keep sticking it to that. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so just gonna line this bad boy up right here. And I'm gonna get it centered in there and then press it down really well. Now there is a whole lot of silk screen on here, so now I'm starting to wonder if it was really necessary for me to wax. Maybe it probably wasn't, I don't know, but I did. So you can try it without. I don't think this little bit of stickiness is probably not gonna do my paint any harm, hopefully, okay? So I'm going to use, the weather's been great. This is Shimmer Shadow. It's black with a little bit of shimmer in it because this whole thing's going to be shimmery once we're finished. The weather's been nice. It's super hot here already. We went shopping over the weekend and I was sweating horribly, okay? So it just goes to show what's yet to come because it's going to get hotter. Anyway, it's been wonderful though. So yeah, I went to, y'all, I found from my house, it's like 15 minutes to the closest Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Dollar Tree Plus. What else is over there? There was a Home Goods and a Ross and like all the best stores, literally right in a line, Tuesday morning. Which was great because I really needed surfaces. So we went to Dollar Tree Plus first, and y'all, I've only been to one time, and it was when I was living in Tennessee still. I came to visit to Texas, and me and my mom went to her Dollar Tree over by her house, and I was just amazed at how much stuff they had, great stuff over there. So do a Google search and find out if you have a Dollar Tree Plus near you. I don't think I did, and if I did, it was really far away and annoying to go to, so I never went when I was up there. And when I came down here and visited, hi Susan, how are you? I was not able to bring a lot of stuff back. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look at that beauty. Oh my gosh, I am loving that. Okay, so now we're gonna take our other half and we're gonna do the same and line it up. And I don't know why I have it so cockeyed, but we're gonna line it up same way. Oh, shoot. I have the little doohickeys not quite there. All right, now make sure that you push it down really well. And I am on the wing, I'm actually gonna work from the inside out, if you didn't notice that a minute ago. So I'm just working from the inside out to make sure that I don't pull up that transfer, okay? Because I want those lines to be nice and crisp. And when you have a bunch of silk screen like this, and I just used wax, which was probably a dumb idea, so don't do that. It makes the transfer not stick as well, okay? Because whenever you use wax, it's meant to help you pull up that transfer. So if you use it, it's gonna keep the transfer from sticking as well, which in a lot of cases, when you're wanting to use wax, that's what you want. But for this one, I want it to be as stuck down as possible without messing up my paint. So it's like a thin line, right, of how you want. Isn't it so pretty? Thank you. I'm glad you like this. Yeah, I think my niece is gonna freak whenever she sees it. And these are so cool. Y'all are gonna love these. They stand up on their own. They're really, really neat. So you can comment the word butterfly, get the link to get not only the transfer on sale, but also the standing butterflies at a great price. All right, let's see if we can. Alrighty then. So, y'all, I'm so excited to see these all put together. I can't wait. Oh yeah, that is just beautiful. Okay, let's see if we can. So, hopefully you can imagine what this is gonna look like once they're put together, but in the meantime, I'm gonna make you wait because we have another set to make, okay? Let me see if I can try and clear some space over here so that I don't mess those up and let them dry. Okay, so let me just, oh, I'm a mess. Okay, yeah, I think these colors are great. And don't forget, y'all, if you haven't gotten this Duchess, this is Duchess, that's the color of the month. The only way that you can get it is by spending $75 on my website and putting it in your cart from there, okay? I cannot sell it to you. I don't have it to sell, actually. And even if I did, I'd probably be hoarding it. So make sure that if you love this color that you grab it. I'm shocked that it's still even available anymore. Really surprised it didn't sell out within the first week. But here we are. So you can go to my website anytime and place your order. Just make sure that you do that before that color sells out for the month. Okay, so I am fuzzing this one. This one's brand new. I haven't used this half of the transfer yet. So I'm gonna make sure that I fuzzed it. But again, it's probably not gonna be terribly too much of a big deal. Sorry, I was concentrating about fuzzing it because such a little small part of this is actually sticking to this transfer. The silk screen part is not sticky. So I still want to go from inside to outside to make sure that it sticks down really well still. Okay, so I don't move that silk screen around, just dragging my paste right over the silk screen, making sure I get all those little cracks and crevices here. So, again, you can comment the word butterfly and get the link to get all the stuff to make this. And just fill out the form, make sure that you put your address and everything at the bottom, and hit submit, and I will send you an invoice and get the stuff shipped out to you right away. And I don't know if I told y'all a minute ago, but we're supposed to close on our new house at the beginning of May, but we are trying to do it earlier. We're just waiting on the survey, which is literally the last thing left to do. I don't know if they've done it or not yet. I know we ordered it. I paid for it. Well, I'm paying for it at closing, but it's already taken care of. And I know they hired the company. I chose the one that we were going to use. So just waiting to hear back on that. I'm really excited. I want to move into my new house already. I love this rental house. I mean, look at this back. And this is the front yard right here. And the backyard is beautiful too. It's just land everywhere. Look how pretty that is. It's like open land. It is fenced and everything, but it's 10 acres. And it's awesome, but I'm ready to be in a permanent place and not feel like I'm not in my own space. You know, I want to get into our house. I keep on feeling like I hear a car pulling up outside. Chris should be here soon, but he's not here. Okay, here we go. Anywho, really ready for that, y'all. I want to get my office set up and my craft room. I mean, this place, at least, thank God, it was big enough to where it's 3 bedrooms. So I took this extra bedroom that has a queen-size bed in it and just stuck my tables in here and kind of made myself a craft room. And then the other room I took as my office. And I've got like a couple of black folding tables in there set up as my desk and my Glowforge table, which the Glowforge table is questionable. Now, I did look it up and they can hold like 700 pounds, so it's fine. That thing's only like maybe 50 pounds. But, you know, the last thing I need is that table collapsing. So anyway, I'm using like a loaner chair that my mom brought me from her house that she was going to get rid of. And it's fine. It's a comfortable chair, but you can't lower it. And I'm super tall, and so it's hard to like sit underneath that folding table all day with like not being able to move that chair at all. So I'm ready to just be in my house, have my stuff, have my desk, have all my stuff set up and not have to take it down again. Like I said, I do not recommend moving. It is a humongous pain in the butt, I'm telling you. Okay, here we go. This is gorgeous. So, see if I can pick that up without smudging it. There's that one, and I did use Shimmer Shadow. Okay, so we'll have, the black has some great shimmer on it. Let me clean up my mess here, shall we? Look, I don't have a trash can in here either, so I'm just using a trash bag. At least I'm not just throwing the trash on the floor like I did at my other craft room. Just whatever. I'll deal with it later. And I did deal with it later, y'all. The floor in my craft room was awful. It was absolutely horrifying how much stuff was on the floor in there. And just stuff in general, y'all. I swear to you, that craft room had the majority of the items that we packed and put in storage. Because my buyers, I think I told y'all, the buyers bought all of my furniture pretty much everything in my house. And so we didn't have any heavy stuff besides everything in my craft room was very heavy. Those poor guys that helped us move, I felt horrible for them. Not that bad to where I did anything about it, but bad enough that I was feeling pretty darn guilty. Okay, now see if I might be able to dry all of these at the same time. I know y'all don't want to just sit here and watch paint dry, but I would like to put all of these together at the same time. So I do love these new transfers being so thin because the shimmer paste does not take that long to dry. Just imagine if these were the old transfers. It would take so much time to dry. Not only that, but the cleaning of those transfers with that much paste on them would be a bear. So I'm grateful that I'm not having caked on paste. Now, again, you can comment the word butterfly and get all the stuff to make this, okay? And all you gotta do is supply the paste yourself. So go ahead and scoop that up, get these butterflies, and I bet you can figure out what's something to do with them. Somewhere to put them, a cute little niece or nephew or grandchild or daughter that will want them. And I know for a fact that my niece is gonna flip whenever she sees this. She is gonna lose her mind. Okay, so look how cool that is. Isn't that super neat? Okay, so it just sits just like that too. Okay, and then let me see if I can make sure. I don't think these are completely dry either, so let me. Yeah, this one's definitely not probably anywhere near close to dry. Isn't it so pretty? Y'all, it's better than I could have imagined it would be, honestly. And really, just a couple of different colors. Pick yourself some coordinating colors. Grab some sponges or even brushes. And go to town. Ooh, yes. I love that for you, Melissa. Look at you. Upgrading your craft room. I love it. So y'all, I wish you could have seen how excited my mom was this weekend. She was so pumped and like giddy watching me spend money. It was ridiculous because she loves to see me blow my own money. Oh my goodness, I just broke his little ear or his little antenna off, but it's not that bad. Look how cute that is. Look. Isn't that pretty? And then, so I bought some on Amazon. I can send you the link if you want, Janelle. I'm trying to show you both of these at the same time. This is difficult. But look how pretty they are. They both stand up. Be very careful when you put them together though, because you could just crack the little antenna like I did just now, okay? They both stand up just like that. They would be perfect on a little dresser or maybe on a shelf. You could also paint this side too, maybe even just spray paint them. That would be easy to do. Just take them apart and spray paint them. And then you have a really neat project. You could even try maybe even doing the paste on this side too, okay? And painting both sides. And then using the transfer on both, okay? So let me know how much you love this and make sure that you comment butterfly to get yours. And don't miss out on that Duchess paste, okay? All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day and night tonight and a great day tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow evening. Okay, if you haven't signed up for notifications, make sure that you do. And I'll see you soon, okay? Good night.